Shalom Akim, give all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to Yakim out there enduring this truth and sincerity, and blessings to the elect. All right, I'm not going to read this article, the whole article. It's a pretty lengthy read. I just wanted to read a little bit of it. So, but the title of it is Run for Your Life, the American Police State is Coming to Get You. All right. Because we know eventually that martial law is going to come about. You know what I'm saying? And they've proven it because, as you can see, the police brutality has increased over the years. All right. It says we've reached the point where state actors can penetrate rectums and vaginas, where judges can order forced catheterizations, and where police and medical personnel can perform scams, enemas, and colonoscopies without the suspect's consent. And these procedures aren't to nab kingpins or cartels, but people who are at worst are hiding an amount of drugs that can fit into a body cavity. In most of these cases, they were suspected only of possession or ingestion. Many of them were innocent, but these tactics aren't about getting drugs off the street. These tactics are instead about degrading and humiliating the class of people that politicians and law enforcement have deemed the enemy. Quoted by Radley Boko. It says, it says, all across America daily, all across America, individuals who dare to resist or even question a police order are being subjected to all sorts of government-sanctioned abuse, ranging from forced catheterization, forced blood draws, roadside strip searches, and cavity searches, and other foul and debasing acts that degrade the bodily integrity and leave them bloodied and bruised. Americans as young as 4 years old are being leg shackled, handcuffed, tasered, and held at gunpoint for not being quiet, not being orderly, and just being childlike, i.e., not being compliant enough. That is that word right there. You want to be rebellious, all right? Government social workers actually subjected a 3-year-old boy to a forced catheterization after he was unable to provide them with a urine sample on demand. The boy still wasn't potty trained. The boy was held down, screaming in pain, while nurses forcibly inserted a tube into his penis to drain his bladder. All of this done because the boy's mother's boyfriend had failed a urine analysis for drugs. Americans as old as 95 are being beaten, shot, and killed for questioning an order, hesitating in face of a directive, and mistaking a policeman crashing through their door for a criminal breaking into their home, i.e., not being submissive enough. It says, consider what happened to David Dow, the United Airlines passenger who was accosted by 3 police, forcefully wrenched from his seat across the armrest, bloodying his face in the process, and dragged down the aisles by the arms merely for refusing to relinquish his paid seat after the airline chose him randomly to be bumped from the flight after being checked in and allowed to board so that airline workers could make a connecting flight. All right. And it goes into a little bit more. I want to see if I can. It brought up a little bit more situations. It says, right here, I'll go right here. Big city or small town. It's the same scenario being played out over and over again, in which government agents, hyped up on their own authority and the power of their uniform, ride roughshod over the citizenry who, in the eyes of the government, are viewed as having no rights. Our freedoms, especially the Fourth Amendment, continue to be torn asunder by the prevailing view among government bureaucrats that they have the right to search, seize, strip, scan, spy on, probe, pat down, taser, and arrest any individual at any time and for the slightest provocation. All right. I want to get this quote that a guy has said. Yeah. Radley Boko notes in the right here in the Washington Post, when you're at war, it's important to dehumanize your enemy. And there's nothing more dehumanizing than forcibly and painfully invading someone's body, all the better if you can involve the sex organs. The message being beaten, shot, taser, probed, and slammed into our collective consciousness is simply this: it doesn't matter if you're in the right, it doesn't matter if a cop is in the wrong, it doesn't matter if you're being treated with less than the respect you deserve or the laws demand. The only thing that matters to the American police state is that you comply, submit, respect authority, and generally obey without question whatever a government official, anyone who wears a government uniform, be it a police officer, social worker, petty bureaucrat, or zoning official, tells you to do. This is what happens when you allow government to call the shots. It becomes a bully. Okay, let me see. As history shows, this recipe for disaster works every time. Take police officers hyped up on their own authority and the power of the badge. Throw in a few court rulings suggesting that security takes precedence over individual rights. Set it against a backdrop of endless wars and militarized law enforcement, and then add the mix to populist distraction by entertainment. All right, out of touch with the workings of their government and more inclined to let a few sorry souls suffer injustice than to challenge the status quo. And it's gonna happen. I mean, they coming. At the end of the day, they coming. But I like how they just put that because they got the distractions there that for entertainment. You know, that's why everybody's all into their phones nowadays as well, man. Or they got really them goddamn reality, quote unquote reality shows. You know what I'm saying? That's taking it. You know, of course they got sports. You know, and like it says, and more inclined to let a few sorry souls suffer injustice than to challenge the status quo. And everybody be like that. Oh, that's messed up, but they don't really do nothing about it until it hits home, you know. And that's when they're gonna be willing to do something for the most part, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to get this scripture right quick, you know what I'm saying? Because it's coming, man. Hey, especially with them on alert with the rumors of wars that's going on. You know, let something happen. I just read an article on the same website about a guy in Fresno, California, screaming out Allah Akbar, which is God is great in Arabic. And he shot four people, man, four white men. Said he hates whites, you know, and he hates the government. You know, who's that targeting? It's targeting our people, man. And of course, you had the quote unquote Facebook killer. He was out there, which that's coming out to possibly be a hoax. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, they setting it up, man. They setting up these false flags so they can be justified. It's all that's what it's all about. Cause they gotta they gotta psych the police officers and you know the SWAT team and all of them whomever is going to be on their side. They gotta psych them into you're doing the right thing. You see all of this chaos and stuff going on throughout the city. You're doing the right thing. Don't matter. Just like in the movie Crazies, man. They were just rounding people up. You know, they was just rounding people up, doing what they was told to do. All right, because they thought it was the right thing to do. They were psyched into the right thing. We don't. If we don't. If we don't take control, then they can blah blah. Like they come up with all type of excuses. This is Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and its glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood. All right, that flood is that martial law, man. Okay, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him, and he's the only one that's going to be able to bring you out of that, man. Okay, he's the only one that's going to be able to deliver you from that, save you from that, keep you alive in that. Okay, because they're going to round your ass up, put you in a concentration camp. All right, that's their plan. You know, and there, what's going to happen, man? They're going to either starve you, torture you, all right, and chip you, man. Okay, and that's what's coming to America, man. That is the future for America. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to throw that out there right quick, man. Yeah, Aki, man, stay prayed up, man. Keep running. You know, it's coming. You know, it's about the Jacob's troubles is around the corner. You know, Jacob, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are true Israelites of the scriptures, you know, and only the elect is going to be saved of them, man. You know, calling on the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you know, which right as of now, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, double honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone, which have diligently sought out the knowledge and diligently spread the word through the mercy and grace of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and has taught us and allowed us through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to teach others, man. Okay, it was a domino effect through them enduring, all right, giving diligence and standing stiffly, okay, standing fast, man, okay, through the stumbling block of 2000, all right. Blessing to the elect of Yasha Allah, which is Israel, okay, and not double, Salakia, and salutation to you, Akim, out there enduring this truth and sincerity, okay. Stay up, man. Lord willing, we endure to the end. Shalom.